And also, Mr. Strader, while you're up there, I have a few questions for you, as long as you're
Perfect.
there. Thank you so much. So you're registered as a lobbyist in Irvine, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and then you've been working for Live Nation, it sounded like from your introduction, for quite some time on this deal. Is that
No.
correct? No?
No. No.
Sorry, when you very first introduced yourself, you said that you had been working on this for quite some time.
Yeah. Not as a lobbyist for Live Nation. I worked for 5 Point Communities, my former client, for 15 years in the city of Irvine.
In what capacity are you here talking to us? My apologies. I'm confused. I'm
a representative of Live Nation in connection with the DCOA, but the city has a very clear lobbyist ordinance.
I think it does.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're being paid by Live Nation?
No.
You're not being paid by this?
No. The ethics ordinance and the lobbying ordinance of the city of Irvine states that when a person is lobbying on a municipal question and has earned $10,000, they have to register that person as a client. As I've explained to people that have asked, this project was moving forward as a joint venture with 5 Point for a very large number of years, and I worked in connection with 5 Point as their registered lobbyist. That ended on December 31st of last year, and when this project was approved 3-2 on February 21st with a deadline to bring it back to you by May 20th, and that failed, I then jumped in and began helping to facilitate. But I have not triggered the lobbyist registration because I have not been paid to be a lobbyist on this item. I am here today facilitating it, and as soon as I trigger something that would cause me to file, I will file appropriately. You look very confused. I thought I was very clear on that.
Well, here, sir, because you're saying that you're answering for Live Nation in terms of our negotiations, but then you're saying you're not being paid. Have you signed a contract with them at all or anything like that?
Signed a contract with
Yeah,
them.
with
That's a
them
very
as
open-ended question. The lobbyist ordinance of the city of Irvine does not say the word signed a contract, so you're just misstating the facts in order, like the previous 20 questions, to try to get to something that's a truism that you believe, but I'm very familiar with the ordinance. I was here when it was drafted. I was one of the people that spoke with the city clerk about how the ordinance would be involved, and I routinely file lobbyist reports at the city of Irvine. They are filed quarterly, and upon the time when you have a new client, you have to enter that into the record with the city clerk's office.
Okay, I'll ask you an open-ended question then. I appreciate this. What is the nature of your relationship with Live Nation, and can you show me something like that in writing? Like, why
Councilmember Strader, this is so unrelated to the question of the DCOA that is an amphitheater for the city of Irvine. I understand it's what you want to do. I understand that every time there's been a question that you can throw my name out, you've done that.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with the questions in front of you that the subcommittee has spent hours working on and that Live Nation has spent $3 million pursuing. You've listed a series of issues that are completely false. I mean, I don't know why the city attorney answered that VIP parking is not VIP parking. Less than 10% of the spaces are paid for. But yet you got the answer you wanted through your Socratic method as a professor. But it doesn't make it true. I mean, if we want to have a discussion about the terms of the DCOA, let's do it. All you did was throw out your assertions with nobody to speak to it.
I tell you what, let me jump.